What's good, YouTube? I'm Louis Gusto. Today we're playing through Super Punch-Out for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. We're here at the title screen. There is a little demo that shows you how to play. We're gonna fire this bad boy up. We're gonna first do a new game. Let's set that up real quick. We're gonna play through every single circuit, fight every single boxer from beginning to end. Okay. Gonna hop right into championship mode now. Give you a little overview. So Gabby J is from France. He's 56 years old, but he has a record of 1-99. So we're gonna go ahead, face him first. Super Punch-Out is part of the Punch-Out series by Nintendo. When I was a kid, I did have this game. I never had Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, but I had older cousins, friends, uncles, and aunts that had this game. So Gabby J, of course, is just to kind of get your feet wet in the WVBA. It tripped me out the first time I saw Punch-Out in the arcades. I don't remember when that was, but I remember being like, oh, there were arcade Punch-Outs before Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? It's kind of trippy. Oops. Mistimed my punch there. That's okay. So you can see my gloves are glowing. So you got plenty of moves in Super Punch-Out. You press up to block, nothing to block low. I'm sorry, you press up to block high. Nothing to block low. Y is your left punch, B is your right punch. You press up for jab, you press nothing on the D-pad for a body blow. When you build up enough power in your S meter at the bottom, that's when you can do super punches. Either one big knockout blow or a series of smaller, powerful blows. Brings us to Bear Hugger. So Gabby J was a completely new character for this game. Bear Hugger was actually from Super Punch-Out in the arcades. He's from Canada, 32 years old, with a record of 17-12. Now, Punch-Out is really known for colorful, outlandish boxers, all with at least one particular weakness / strength. Now with Bear Hugger, you cannot punch him in the stomach. You have to punch high, he will block it, and then give you that big blow like you see. If you try to punch him in the stomach, he just kind of makes a face at you. When the box is knocked down, you can hit all the buttons to recover power. That's not really necessary at the moment because he hasn't touched us. Knock a boxer down 3 times in order to get a TKO. But if you knock them down and they don't get up before the 10 count, then you get a regular knockout like you just see. So that was quick work of the Bear Hugger. I think in the arcade it says Canadian Bear Hugger. Oh, I just broke all my record. So Piston Hurricane is up next. He's from Cuba. Little play on the Piston Honda name. Piston Honda does not come back for this game. After Super Punch-Out, there was a Punch-Out for the Wii, so drop in the comments if you want me to play through that game too. That's also one of my all-time favorites. You want to dodge and then punch, basically, is kind of what it boils down to, at least in the early boxers. When we get a little bit further into the circuits, we'll have to do specific things in order to avoid the boxer's special moves. And the cool thing about Super Punch-Out, even though it feels straightforward, right? It's like, okay, you just dodge and then punch back. There's actually a lot of ways you can play it. There's super weaknesses you can find. People speed run the game. I've mentioned this before on the channel, but it's not really my thing to speed run a game. If I can break a record, that's fine. But I'm not going to go out of my way to, find every single strategy in order to knock them down in like 10 seconds or whatever. So that's quick work of Piston Hurricane. Set a new record. That is number 3. You can see I have another save file named Gusto. And our first championship bout in the minor circuit. This is Bald Bull. Of course, Bald Bull coming back from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I believe he was in the arcade too. He's from Turkey, 36 years old with a record of 34-19. So Bald Bull is probably the first boxer in this game where, you know, he could knock you down with one blow. You see, I punched before he was about to punch, so you can do that as well. That requires a little bit more precise timing. They usually give some sort of indicator when they're about to throw a punch or do one of their special moves. So that's what you gotta look out for. It switches up every time. The AI is pretty good, I would say, in this game. Adds enough challenge while still keeping it fun, colorful. It's not supposed to be a real boxing simulator. That's for sure. Especially when you see some of the moves that these boxers try to pull off. Would not be legal in any sort of boxing arena. So you dodge the first one. And then get him in the belly on the second one. It's basically like 3 hops, I believe. And that's the technical knockout. We took care of Bald Bull. That'll close up the books on the minor circuit. Right on, indeed, Lil Mac. So like I said, this is the second home console Punch-Out. Doc Lewis does not return in this game. He comes back for the Wii version, but he's not. He's nowhere to be found here. And I just barely broke my record, but that's the #1 time. Pretty cool. And I also broke my score record. Pretty dope. As you can see, I've been practicing this game a little bit. It's one of my all-time favorites on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. So I'm the new champion, apparently, of the minor circuit. That will open up the major circuit for us. Bob Charlie is up first. He's from Jamaica, 26 years old, 24-13. As far as I know, Bob Charlie is brand new to the Punch-Out series here. And I don't think that he returns in the Wii version. He's got the purple gloves and purple boots. Obviously, the name is a play on Bob Marley, in case you didn't know that one. It's pretty obvious. Now, the ring doesn't really change here. The color of the canvas, I guess, is slightly different here, and the logo is different, but the crowd is exactly the same. You see some cameras in the crowd. The roar is the same. So his corner man is telling him to shuck and jive, right? Ooh, ooh. Foo, foo. So that's one way you can avoid special attacks, or at least prepare yourself for them. Oh, he's really going at it. He faked me out a couple times with a fake punch. I think that's the second knockdown. You can see my specials all the way full at the bottom. That builds up with every... Whoa. I didn't see that one in a while. Bob Charlie is not just gonna take this fight easy. I see. 2. Oh, it's just the 2. I live streamed a practice run the other day of Super Punch-Out. So this is the full playthrough that we're doing today. Another TKO. I did make myself a cup of coffee. Ooh, I got on the leaderboard, but number 8. I don't know why. This fight with Bob Charlie. Here's another returning guy. He wasn't in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, but he was in Super Punch-Out in the arcade. Dragon Chan from Hong Kong, 22 years old, with a record of 15-7. Now, Dragon Chan is the first boxer that you face that truly has an illegal move. Yeah, bull charge is maybe not 100% kosher, but it's still a punch. And we'll see in a second what Dragon Chan does. Very skinny boxer. Has some like karate pants on, I guess. Blue gloves. He does a little false start move before. False start indicator before he throws up his jabs. So right about now, he's going to start his illegal moves. The kicks. And the top of the rope. When I live streamed, he did like 3 in a row or 4 in a row of those. Well, I guess we hit him hard enough. He couldn't get up. So that might be another new record. You start with 3 extra lives, and then you can acquire more during the circuit. Ooh, it was just a second off my best time. So Masked Muscle, talk about illegal moves. He's from Mexico, 29 years old, 1985. And Masked Muscle has a plethora of stuff that would never fly in any boxing league. He spits. He headbutts you. He's got some regular punches too, but... All right. I know that spit's coming anytime now. The corner man shouts it out so you can prepare yourself for it. But Masked Muscle, other than the spitting thing, he's definitely one of the coolest boxers in this game. Comes the spit. Just dodge it and punch back. Oh, here comes the... Dang, I slipped up. Kind of lost my focus there for a second. I was narrating a little bit too much, you know. That's the second knockdown. Another spit. Okay. All right, and that'll take care of Masked Muscle. Really cool boxer. Got the luchador mask, the blue pants, some, you know, illegal moves there, but once you learn them, it's easy to avoid them. We took care of him in 50 seconds, so that puts that as the second best time ever on this one. Time to face Mr. Sandman. He's 28 years old from the USA with a record of 29-3. Now, I think he was also in the arcade, but definitely in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. That's a big uppercut. Then you can tag him. He does a little foot shuffle as well as one of his special moves. There it is. After you knock him down twice, 1, 2, 3. He'll do that 3 times. Oh, one more body blow. And it'll be the first knockdown. 40 seconds in. He hit me a couple times there. Whoa. I think Mr. Sandman got up a little too quick there. He was a little lightheaded, huh? Second knockdown. Just a few seconds later. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that will take care of Mr. Sandman. Piece of cake. Right on. You gotta think that maybe Doc Lewis is in that crowd watching his trainee Lil Mac Take care of these boxers one by one. We set some sort of new record. Oh, and that was my best Mr. Sandman time. Very cool. I've been practicing this game quite a bit because I wanted my playthrough to be really legit. Normally, I'm not going to do that for the channel, practice so much on one game before I actually do the playthrough, but there's going to be exceptions, and Super Punch-Out would be one of them. World Circuit is next. Just because it's one of my all-time favorite games, and I was always very good at it when I was a kid, and I'm proud of that. You know, you're proud of the games that you were good at as a kid. Here's Aaron Ryan from Ireland, 23 years old, with a record of 18-10. He continues the illegal moves that we've already seen. Little jab, dodge, and punch. I dodged a little too early that time. 1, 2, 3. So when you give him a super punch, he's gonna try to grab you. Once he moves his gloves up, though, that's when you can send a body blow. You'll see the corner man saying, grab him. And what happens if he grabs you, you lose power. Then he like shoves you and uppercuts you. So you don't want to get grabbed by Aaron Ryan. Little special move there. Little Piston Honda type move. Whoops, forgot he was going to do it again. All right. Goodbye, Aaron Ryan. Oh, Danny boy. Piece of cake indeed, Lil Mac. But when I had played this a couple weeks ago for the first time in a while, Aaron Ryan definitely gave me some trouble. That's good for second best. Now, Heike Kagero from Japan, 19 years old with a record of 14-8. Same body type as Dragon Chan. Heike Kagero can be tricky. Almost got a full power meter. Heike has some shadow dance moves right like that. You can try to punch, but you're not always successful. Then he's got a hair whip. Oh. You dodge the first one, duck the second one. That'll be good for the second knockdown. Heike sporting some, I guess, magenta gloves and boots. Whoops, got tagged a couple times. 1, 2, 3. Dodge, duck, and good night, Heike Kagero. Some of these bouts I guess some of these fights last as long as a YouTube short. So it might be really easy to create a bunch of shorts just from each individual boxer. Got an extra life and set a new record. Hey, that's good for number 1. Sweet. That's by a lot, by 35 seconds. All right, so Mad Clown, he's from Italy. He's 27 years old. He's 17-9, weighing in at 390 pounds. More illegal moves here. We'll get to that in a second. He looks a lot like Canadian Bear Hugger. You similarly cannot punch him in the stomach. Only in the face. He's got some interesting moves, like that one. Whoa. Slipped up a little bit there. Whoops. There you go. Gotta duck that because he tries to grab your head. Big uppercut. That'll be the first one. So he's got that punch where it looks like he's gonna go one way and he goes the opposite way. Just gotta watch out for that one, like that. So soon he'll do his big top show because I knocked him down twice, where he juggles and quick jabs, 1, 2, 3. But we avoided most of the showtime because we were just so on point fighting Mad Clown. Maybe I can kind of rematch these boxers to show all of their moves. Drop it in the comments if you want to see me like break down each individual boxer more in depth. Also, finesse that like button. Subscribe to the page for more retro gaming content just like this. Y'all know what to do. We got an extra life and we set a new record. And hey, that's another number one, 49 seconds. It's going to bring us a Super Macho Man. He's from the USA, I think California. 28 years old with a record of 29-3. He is returning. Mad Clown was a brand new. Super Macho Man returns from Mike Tyson's Punch Out. And I don't know if he's in the arcade. Probably is. He's got 3 workout plans that he throws at you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. He's got that spin punch that's kind of tough sometimes to avoid. 1, 2, 3. Ah, got tagged. One, two, three, 4. All right, that's the thing with exercise program A. It's 4 jabs, and you got to hit him with a body blow after. He only did it twice. Sometimes he keeps going. One, two, three, 4. All right, that's knockdown number 2. Hopefully he'll stay down a little bit longer so I can regain some of my stamina. There we go. All right. One, two, 3. Oh. All right. That takes care of Super Macho Man. He's got 2 versions of that spin punch. One where he wiggles his glove first. You just have to dodge it once. And then another one where he kind of jumps to the side. And then that's how you know he's going to do multiple. It can be anywhere from 2 to, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6. All right. Second best time for Super Macho Man. And the best score for the World Circuit thus far. I'm the new champion. Thank you very much. So everything was 2 or 1. Pretty dope. 4-0. Now, because we beat the minor circuit, major circuit, and world circuit, 4 wins with no losses, that unlocks the special circuit. Now, what would have happened if I would have lost any of these fights? The special circuit would not unlock. And it would be that 4 wins, 0 loss text. It would be a different color. And so then we would have to replay that, getting all 4 wins without a loss. But with that said, let's hop into the special circuit. Narcissus Prince is our first opponent. He will not let us touch his beautiful face. He's from the UK, 20 years old with a record of 12-3. Different body type we haven't seen yet. So dodge, body blow. Dodge, body blow. Dodge, body blow. Dodge, body blow. He's going to glow in a second. 1, 2, 3. Body blow. Jab. That was a big uppercut try. You want to work quickly because if you don't knock him down fast enough, his corner man calms him down. Otherwise, he'll calm himself down after a knockdown. And you got to do that whole thing again. when he does an uppercut, you also have that opportunity. All right. 2 quick knockdowns on Narcissus Prince. Interesting outfit he's got there. I'm not sure what the V is a reference to since his name's not Narcissus Prince. All right. Quick work of Narcissus Prince. Now, as we approach our final 3 fights of the game, I'm just going to let you know I might talk a little bit less because I probably have to focus up a little bit more, but I'll try my best to narrate, give you little details. That should give us an extra life, yeah. And we set some sort of record. Oh, it's the #1 record again. Pretty cool. I mean, you can see how many times I've played this, right, to practice up to this point. So Hoy Carlo is the one of 2 boxers where you can't hit him with left, left, left. It's kind of like Down Flamenco from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. You have to hit, well, I guess you don't have to do it that way. But Hoy Carlo, you have to hit left, then right, left, then right. If you try to hit twice left, you'll miss and he'll recover. He's from China, 78 years old, with a record of 62-13. 78 years old. Wow, and he's still fighting. Good for him. He fights with a walking stick, which is not exactly legal. 1, 2, 3. Oops, does a kick, see. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Block and duck. Oh, I ducked too early. 1, 2, 3. There's his little baseball special attack. 1, 2, 3. 1. I dodged too early there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, so I slipped up a little bit, but hopefully I can recover some of my energy here. What? Down. Okay, this time I ducked in time, but I didn't block when I needed to. Special move again. Oh. I don't know why I did that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. Dang, I messed up again. Oh, and he knocked me down. Well, it was bound to happen at some point. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. All right. Well, I had no illusions that I was going to make it through the whole game without getting knocked down. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, almost there. Let me not dodge into his cane attack this time. I almost never do that, but you know, it's bound to happen once in a while. So that's it for Hoy Carlo. So our final 2 matches are going to be against a pair of brothers. They are brand new to the Punch-Out series. This is where they made their debut. I don't think that they came back for Punch-Out Wii. First up is Rick Bruiser. Rick Bruiser. We don't know where he's from. We don't know how old he is. We do know he has a record of 41-1, and he weighs 210 pounds. And according to his bio, he let his brother win. Really, he's the best. We'll see about that. One, 2, 3. You see, when you punch him, he comes back at you. He also tries to hit you in the glove. You gotta dodge that twice. And he stomps the canvas. All right. Woo. He stomps the canvas, which leaves you immobilized, so you kind of have to dodge at the right time. Not too early, not too late. One, two, three. Block high. You can dodge too. Dodge. Get him special move. Block high. Oh, he hit me. But just a jab knocked him down. So that's 2 knockdowns on Rick Bruiser. Two quick dodges there. And dodge his special attack. Block high. Let's keep trying to do a body blow. Whoops. Stunned him there. And that takes care of Mr. Rick Bruiser. One minute and 18 seconds. That'll take us to the championship bout against Nick Bruiser. We got 5 lives. We set some sort of record. That's good for 3rd all time. Just barely missed 2nd place. So Nick Bruiser is just like Hoy Carlo. You got to do left, right when you counter punch him. He starts off the fight with a lot of quick punches that take a lot of damage. So you got to be careful of that. Duck. Okay. Dodge. Body blow. Oops, wrong way. 1, 2. He immobilized my left glove. I just needed one more hit though. All right, so the thing about Nick and Rick Bruiser, when you try for a body blow, sometimes they'll block it and then try to hit your glove. 1, 2. Dodge. Dodge. I didn't duck in time. 1, 2, 3. Dodge. 1, 2. All right. It ain't pretty so far, but I'm trying to focus and commentate at the same time. That's 2 on Nick Bruiser. So we're going to get his best now. One, 2. 1, 2. Oops. Oh. All right, he got me. But I just need to knock him down one more time. I never promised a perfect one. Ah! Okay. Dang. Well, I definitely lost focus for a minute. All right, we just... Come on, Mac. Dodge, duck. All right. That was a close one, but I had to do it for the tube, for YouTube. I had to be a little bit dramatic. You didn't want a perfect run through. Too close, but we did it anyway. No losses through this punch out run. Nick Bruiser is the final champion. We beat him. It wasn't pretty, but we got the job done. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. Remember, when you're playing video games, the #1 priority should be having fun. And did I have fun in this Punch-Out playthrough, Super Punch-Out playthrough? Absolutely. Our first 3 circuits, we were basically running as a champ. And then, the special circuit gave us a little bit of trouble. As you can see, I only set one #1 record. But like I said, at the end of the day, only the dub matters. So now we get to see the credits. We get to watch every single boxer. It tells me my best time. He'll never retire. He can at least win one more. Come on. The bear hugger says someone can beat him in 17 seconds. Piston Hurricane. Kind of showing you some hints to my Hurricane Rush must have not worked. Yeah. Bald Bull, of course, returning. One of the most famous characters in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. He says he pulled his punches. I guess we'll never know. Bob Charlie meditating. Hey man, let's have fun once more. So we got knocked down a total of 3 times. Once to Hoy Carlo, twice to Nick Bruiser. I can beat both of those boxers without getting knocked down, really without getting hit. But I think when you try to narrate and make a YouTube video, your focus might slip up. And there's Mass Muscle. Have your bruises healed yet, amigo? Mr. Sandman, he's a cool boxer. One of the best in this series. I think he comes back with Punch-Out Wii. I feel like Piston Honda comes back too. And Aaron Ryan, I think. Ooh, you're the first with such heavy punches. Hey, Kikero with that hair whip. You are so strong. Woo, 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 woo. Hey, Kikero is a little weird. There's Mad Clown with his flips. We didn't get to see his juggling act. Go home, the show is over. Super Macho Man, of course, one of the other more popular characters of this series. Bodybuilder from California. He says, I have to train more. Maybe he'll start with his abs. Narcissus Prince. Gets very mad when you hit him in the face. Why are you boxing then, bro? You've punched me face. Come here now. Hoy Carlo. Fighting with the walking stick. Looking like Master Splinter. You are a spirited one, kid. Spar with me again sometime. Rick Bruiser. Rick Bruiser and Nick Bruiser are both difficult. I was practicing against Nick Bruiser a bunch of times, then I fought Rick again, and he knocked me down like 2 or 3 times in a row. A very special thanks to me. That's pretty cool. Nick's is so ashamed. How could he suffer such total defeat? So that's 16 wins, no losses. Thank y'all for watching this playthrough of Super Punch-Out. Make sure you finesse that like button and subscribe to the page for more retro gaming content just like this. And I'll catch y'all on the next playthrough. Peace.